All right, everybody, welcome back to another week. SCSRA NextGen Series by Dev's Sports Cards. Tonight, if y'all watched the race last night, it was a truck race here at the same track in Las Vegas Motorspeedway. It was a night race last night, so it was a little more controlled. Today, we are racing in the daytime. We've got 140 laps tonight, with the stage coming at the end of lap 40. This is Ricky Spud, going to be here for you all night. Not Tony Starch, he's on vacation today. Hopefully he's watching, tuning in, and we'll hear from him later, hopefully. That's the goal anyways. That being said, folks, we're going to get things started off. Welcome. Grab your popcorn, grab your drinks. Tonight's going to get interesting.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
It's been a long week, and I'm a little on edge. I think I need to call my friends. Somebody come save me. It's 5:01, and we can drink the night away. Pour a little bourbon for me and my friends, and we'll see how this story ends. We'll kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done. When the night is over at 6 a.m., I'll roll on home with a smile on my face. It felt like a good night to get a little crazy. Let it all out and howl at the moon. My head is ringing like they're playing hell's bells, and I can barely remember my name. Kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done. We're feeling alright. We'll turn it up and get down tonight. We're feeling alright. We'll turn it up and get loud tonight. Kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done. Kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey.
All right, and that was our lovely introduction video made by the one and only Guy Braco. No, I'm sorry, Guy Bracco, like Bronco, just Bracco. I'll figure it out one of these days, that's for sure. All right, so we're just about to finish up qualify or practice here. We've got about 15 seconds left in that. I started a little bit early. That's my fault. Blame Ricky Spud for sure. Got a couple people in chat already. Do appreciate y'all coming. If you could do me a favor, guys, like, subscribe, do all the fun things. We have noticed that about 46% of everybody that watches our streams are not subscribed. Your subscription definitely does help us grow this channel. We are looking to get new sponsors for different things, like a caution sponsor, for instance, or different things like that. So we're trying to grow this channel as fast and as best as we can, so that we can bring on the best product for you guys that watch out there and for our drivers as well. Qualifying is going to be underway currently. No one's out on track. We're going to kind of keep an aerial view of the track while everyone's going out for qualifying. Unfortunately, I'm not really a big proponent of showing what people run for qualifying, just because there are some secrets, and there might be some guys watching the stream that are in the race trying to pick up some last minute little hints and pointers and stuff. So that does happen quite often. So that being said, we're going to jump to our national anthem. We're going to go ahead and get this started. That'll waste a couple minutes, and then we'll chat for a couple minutes. We'll be right back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to rename the name of the brave. We are the USRA. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the USRA. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land
Welcome back, everybody. And that was our national anthem brought to you by Madison Rising. We've got about 5 minutes left in qualifying. We have about 7 to 8 cars out on track right now. We've got about, I think it's 25 drivers tonight going to be battling it out on track. It's going to be action-packed if last night was any indication as to what tonight's race is going to bring. We're not going to know where to watch on track. These guys had a very clean race last night in the truck race. Extremely exciting. 5 or 6 different lead changes, but strategy played a huge part in that front right tire and what you can and can't do with it and how far you can go. Our leaders, Travis Bennett and Justin Bell, last night lost too much time on track before they were able to, while they were running out their fuel run, and they just lost too much time, and the leaders went right on by, and that was the end of the race for them. Looks like, yeah, we do have 24 drivers out tonight. Again, 4 or 5 drivers out on track right now. While they're finishing up, we're going to go ahead and run our commercial brought to you by Dev Sports Car, the title sponsor of tonight's race. Short, quick, and to the point. That was Dev Sports Cards. Tonight's race is also brought to you by Lume Designs as well. They are the race sponsor for tonight. Again, we have 150 laps tonight. Stage is going to be at the end of lap 40. Brad Young in chat qualified 9th currently. He says track temp is pretty high and feels pretty loose coming out of 4. That's a pretty common occurrence with these kind of tracks, especially Las Vegas. We're talking in the middle of the desert here, if anybody's ever been out there. Really fun track to be on, or to be at. I've been to a couple IndyCar races here back in the day when it was still IndyCar, before the whole split and everything, to the kart series and all that fun jazz. But it's a fun track. In the summers, it gets really hot out there. Granted, that's not really going to have a difference as to where the track is in iRacing. It'd be kind of cool if it did. But it's definitely going to be slippery for the first couple of laps until those tires get a little worn in. I think this race would be fun at night in the NextGen Series as well to cool off that track. I mean, run it at 2 o'clock in the morning if you have to. That'd be awesome. But yeah, it's pretty common with Las Vegas, unfortunately. You can see here from the blimp cam, that awesome winner circle right in the middle. Sure would be nice if we could use it. Unfortunately, iRacing doesn't allow us to. It'd be awesome though. Justin Bell, this is going to be slick, says in the Facebook chat. Yeah, it is, bud. Good luck to you. Hopefully we get you up here though. I know you were trying real hard to get into the interviews after the race last night. Had a great run. Now you know what needs to be done with tire strategy. Hopefully we see you up here tonight. I know you're a little bit further down in the field right now, but I have faith in you, bud. You guys will do all right. We got about a minute left in qualifying. We do have 1 car still out on track right now. And then the last 2 may not qualify since they are running out of time here. Looks like the last car right now, currently Josh Hall, did put his 2 laps in, but may have lost it on one of those 2 laps, and that kind of ruined his qualifying attempt. So that is unfortunate for Josh Hall. I do get it, though. It happens all the time. These races are hard to handle sometimes, that's for sure. Got 20 seconds left in qualifying, and then we'll go to our grid. Currently, Travis Bennett is sitting on pole with a 31.317. Since no one else is out on track, we're going to go ahead and get this started now, because there's no way anybody's going to get anything started up. On our pole, we got Travis Bennett with a 31.317. The computer says 8, a little bit of both. On his outside is going to be Devin Zimmerman starting at the front row in row number 1. Second place, we have Team Neon driver Devin Butchno and Ryan Gomes in the Cat 55 truck. Followed up by Eddie Morris, also of Team Neon. And the numbers aren't correct here. I'm going to have to fix that. Just so everyone knows, these numbers are going to be a little bit off today. That's all right. We'll fix it. Number 88 of Kevin Graham on the outside. The 01 of... That's interesting. It's showing the trucks. Why is it showing the trucks? Hey, Sean, welcome back, bud. That's interesting. We're gonna hide this for now. We're gonna see if we can get this fixed real quick while everyone's gridding up here. Go to Travis Bennett. That's interesting that it was showing the trucks rather than the next-gen cars. See how fast we can get this fixed. They are rolling currently. We got the 88. I'm sorry, the 01 of Travis Bennett up front here. Currently on the backstretch, about halfway down. Give me 1 second, guys. We're going to come through turn 3 and 4 here. I do appreciate your patience. I'm working diligently to get this fixed here, so we have our timing correct. This was working just a minute ago. Pace car is going to be making that hard left-hand turn off the track here. And we're rolling. Travis with a great jump off the start here, with Devin Butchno and Eddie falling right behind him. There we go. All right. We're loading stuff back up. I appreciate y'all's patience. Travis Bennett taking a great lead off of Devin Butchno. Now, Devin is fantastic at saving tires. So you know he's going to be hanging out for just a minute while we get everything, while everyone gets settled. Travis has shown great speed when it comes to his pace on track. However, the long run in these next-gen cars has kind of thrown a loop, or it's kind of thrown some trouble in there for him. We'll see how everyone does tonight. Let's take a look back a little bit farther in the field, down to the number 84 car of Dave Wright. Number 127 of Matt Allen on the outside of Dave Wright. Gets right around him going through turns 1 and 2 into 3 and 4 here. You can see Dave still chooses, the 84 car still chooses to take the bottom line here. The bottom line is not the fastest way around the track. However, it may save some of your tires. If there's someone on the inside of you, though, you're going to have some problems. Dave right to the outside of the number 3, Trey Spears. You can see Dave's going to take that outside line, maybe get that run down the back stretch. All right, we got the stuff back up. Number 6 6 car of Justin Bell to the inside of the number 84, and we are rolling, folks. We got some great battles going on right behind him with Ethan Horst, Billy Tedoff, Grayson Payton, Dalton Gibson. Eddie Morris around Devin Butchno up front for 2nd place. Eddie Morris is going to be looking to go get that lap lead from Travis Bennett, get his extra bonus point for the night. Let's head back to the Cat 5-5 of Ryan Gomes. He's got the number 21 of Chris Akers right behind him. Looks like he's trying to put a good challenge to the number 36 of Devin Zimmerman, who started off in 2nd place, is currently fallen back down to 5th. 21 of Chris Akers to the outside of the Cat 5-5. Devin Zimmerman and number 5-5 almost make contact on that front stretch. Ryan goes down to the inside to avoid any contact, but he's super low going into the corner. He's going to have to lift a little bit more to make sure he can get in that corner safely. Both around the number 36 of Devin Zimmerman, and they are headed towards the front. This is currently the battle for 6th place, or 7th place, I'm sorry. Eddie Morris has shrank that lead up to our lead car down to 0.2 seconds. Down up from a half a second. Take a look towards our back cars. Number 81, Josh Hall, now battling the number 15 of Ethan Horst to try to get that 20th position. Charles Balance and Jacob Greenlee both following up behind Josh Hall. They got some good close racing back here. Eddie has not been able to close that gap any further to the lead car, stuck at 0.20. Take a look at Grayson Pate. He just got a little bit of an incident. He may have made some contact with the number 84 car, just not registering on my end for the 84 car. Grayson with a great run down the backstretch, dive to the inside of the number 84. 84 is able to stick that line. Let's see if he gets a run off the straight here, or run off the corner. Able to maintain his position. It's going to make it real hard for the number 10 to get around him. The 10 is going to be stuck behind the number 3 car. 84 of Dave Wright is going to go around the number 10, coming off the corner. He's just got to be able to do the same thing to the number 3 car of Trey Spears. Eddie Morris and Devin Butchno still riding 2nd and 3rd place behind leader Travis Bennett. Eddie was able to shrink that lead down to a 0.15 that time. And you see Grayson Pate going to be heading down pit lane. Gets back down to speed. Eddie Morris around the number 01 of Travis Bennett. Takes that line away from the number 01. You see the 68 of Devin Butchno on the inside of the number 01 car. Makes that pass as well. Now they're 1 and 2 here. Eddie Morris has been notoriously good at this track in almost anything we've driven. He won here last night. He's looking to sweep the week. Grayson Pate still showing as a black flag issued. He had a black flag for unsafe pit entry, but wrecked through the infield. Grayson Pate slowing down now to take his penalty. He's going to drop down to pit road here. Robert Duvendak around the number 01 of Travis Bennett. You see Travis having a little bit of an issue coming off of turn 4. Justin Bell said that in chat, that it was a little loose coming off of 4. Justin Bell up to 12th place currently after starting towards the back in 17th or 18th place. I can't remember exactly. I had some technical difficulties. I don't have the starting order right in front of me. Grayson Pate taking a pit stop currently. Justin Bell leading up this back pack. There's 2 different packs right now. You got your lead pack. Actually, your lead front 2, Eddie Morris and Devin Butchno up front, followed by your second pack. Looks like we've got a wreck going on right now. I can hear it. Between Dalton Gibson and Carlton Charles. Both have meatball flags and are gonna have to take a pit stop here. What is Carlton doing? Eddie's going to go flying by Carlton. No caution. No caution because they were not near any other cars at the time. They are rolling, but they are going to have to pit here. They both have a meatball flag. Meatball flag for anybody that does not know. Matt Allen, let's see here. Matt Allen also loses it coming off of 4. This is going to get kind of hairy for these guys out here. A meatball flag means the car is damaged beyond drivability and they do have to pit to continue the race. If you do not take that pit stop and fix your vehicle, you will be disqualified after about 3 laps or so. Devin Butchno around Eddie Morris for the lead. Travis Bennett and Robert Duvendak battling it out for 3rd place right now in that number 99 car for Robert Duvendak. And Chris Akers for Shake and Bake Racing right behind Robert to see if they can take advantage of this. Devin and Eddie currently driving away with this right now. Got something between Joe Wright and Ryan Gomes. We've got our first caution. These drivers are gonna want to see this with how slow or how loose it was getting off of turn 4. They're gonna want to get this caution. Let's go back to Joseph Wright's incident. Oh, he just gets loose coming off of 4. Can't hold it down. Locks up the brakes. Coming back up in the front stretch. Unfortunately, no one really you can blame on that one. Devin Butchno, our leader, followed by Eddie Morris, Travis Bennett in 3rd, Robert Duvendak in 4th, and Chris Akers in 5th. While we are here, I'm going to see if this grid works yet. Hey, look at that. There we go. Like that better, I guess. Let's see if our leaders take a pit stop here. Our leaders are staying out. They do not want to gamble on that pit strategy, and they're going to stick to it. Carlton says I could not turn my car all the way. That's why I was on the surface, but I understand. It happens to the best of us. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to head to commercial break. We will be right back. All right, everybody, we're back. We should get the lights off on the pace car this time by. Top 5 again: Devin Butchno, Eddie Morris, Travis Bennett, Robert Duvendak, and Chris Akers round out your top 5. Devin Zimmerman, Michael Wolf, Brad Young, Justin Bell, and Ryan Gomes round out your top 10. Justin Bell making some significant improvement over the start of this race. He started towards the back of the pack and has made it all the way up to 9th place. He did say that this was super loose tonight and it's going to be slick, but he obviously has figured it out to a point where he's in contention for some stage points as well. Currently in 9th place, he would get 2 stage points, and stage points are crucial when it comes to the end of the season and the playoff. Black Flag Devin from Shib Streams. Bud, you know, I've got the button to do it, but unfortunately, people get mad at me when I press it. I enjoy doing it. For any of the drivers out there, in the chat or in the race, don't forget, tonight, after the race, we'll be putting up a quote-unquote fun run with the SCSRA drivers. It's a multi-class race. We're going to be at Lime Rock tonight. It's a 30-minute race where we just mess around. Sometimes it's required to get some of the steam off that's on track out in a form where we can do it with no repercussions. We used to do it every week. We're bringing it back. It's a hell of a lot of fun. If you're listening and you're not part of the series, well, go looking. You might be able to find it. But it'll be fun tonight. We're back at Lime Rock. 13 cars currently. I haven't had any other requests in, but anywhere from open wheels to the Lucas off-road trucks, the 2 Pro 2 trucks as well. So a lot of fun going on here. Dev in the chat does not like the Black Flag idea. I'm all for it. It's fun. Put in chat, guys. Who are you expecting to win the stage? We got 17 laps till the end of stage. Who do you want to see win this stage? My vote? I got to go with Eddie Morris. Eddie or... Love to see, like, maybe Devin win it? Devin Zimmerman? That'd be cool. Pace car takes the hard left off the track. We are going racing, folks. We are rolling. Devin gets a great jump off the start. He's looking to win that stage. Eddie's going to hold it low on that bottom line to make sure that no one gets under him for this corner. Now remember, they are on older tires too. Carlton Charles out on track. Looks like he spun going into one. And he was stuck there for a second. Couldn't get it refired. He's rolling currently. Eddie Morris being hunted down by Travis Bennett right on his bumper, with Robert Duvendak and Chris Akers right behind them. We've got a great race going on here for second place. Number 41 car stays low. Lets everyone around him. Thank you, number 41, Charles Balance. Or as Tony Starks calls him, Balenciaga. This year's Ricky Spud, though. I think that was Devin's nickname for Ricky Spud. Let's head back to Justin Bell, who is around the number 84 of Dave Wright, looking to get towards the front to the inside of the number 22, Michael Wolf, to take away that 8th place. Travis Bennett figures, I just look away. Travis Bennett around the number 8 car of Eddie Morris for second place. Robert Duvendak and Chris Akers closing that gap quick. Number 127 of Matt Allen looking to take that position away from the number 6 truck. This is for 10th place. This is the final spot for stage points. The number 6 truck car just trying to get to the outside of the number 3 car. But now he's having to fight Josh Hall. Josh Hall up to 12th place, who started in last place today. Making some great moves to the front around the number 127. He's really liking that outside line there and able to make some great moves. He's definitely on new tires. That thing is glued to that line. Joe Wright in that number 82 truck or 82 car is going to be heading towards the front as well. I have a sneaking suspicion that he also took tires on that last pit stop when he got that damage. Joe Wright kind of stuck behind a couple of drivers here. He's got to make a move. Will he take it 4 wide? Looks like he holds off, but that does not mean the number 79 of Billy Titoff's not going to do this. Puts Joe Wright into the wall. That was not a smart move. Let's head up to Josh Hall here, who's driving around everybody, currently in 8th place, looking to take as many of these stage points as he can. Eddie Morris back around Travis Bennett for second place up in the front row. We're going to stick with Josh Hall here, who's making some great moves towards the front. Thought I heard someone going through the grass there, but we're going to stick here with Josh Hall for a minute. Around the number 41 car of Charles Balance, who is a lap down currently. And he's going for everyone up front. He's going to stick to the outside line. Robert Duvendak closes the door on him. Not aggressively, though. Josh Hall to the wall. Makes it 3 wide. Robert Duvendak has to back out of it. Josh Hall up to 5th place. Josh Hall looking to take to the outside of the number 21 car of Chris Akers. Chris closes that door. He's not going to let it happen easy, that's for sure. Josh able to maintain the momentum through the corner, around the 01 car, around the 21 car. He's currently up to third place, and he's coming for Eddie Morris and Devin Bucciano. He's 1.2 seconds behind on Eddie Morris right now, who's just now exiting turn 2. There's been a lot of banging going on. A lot more aggressive than they were in this truck race last night. These cars are getting super loose coming off of turn 4. We could probably watch that turn 4 cam and just watch cars get loose every single turn. Josh Hall closes that gap now down to 0.9 seconds to Eddie Morris. Will he have enough time to get around Eddie and head towards Devin? I don't think so. I think Devin's got the stage locked down. He's got a 1.9 or 2 second gap over Eddie Morris currently. Josh Hall down to a 0.6 second lead or 6 second gap over Eddie Morris and Josh Hall. He's coming quick. He's about 3 to 4 miles an hour faster in the corner, but with how hard Josh is pushing, he may not be able to close that gap anymore. Josh took a set of tires at that last caution. Josh Hall to the rear bumper of Eddie Morris. This is for second place, folks. Josh Hall sticks to that outside line, gets to the outside of the number 8 car, Eddie Morris, and takes that position. Eddie Morris racing super clean, just lets him by. It's not worth fighting someone that has that much newer tires. We got 2 laps to go this time by. The gap right now to Josh Hall from Devin Bucciano is 2.1 seconds. At the line, it's 1.9 seconds. He's not going to have enough time to get there. But coming from dead last up to second place for the stage, you would say he's got the tire strategy unlocked today. Let's see what he does for the rest of the race. This is definitely going to be interesting to see what he's able to do. As long as Devin keeps it straight, the stage is his to lose. He did close that gap by about a half a second that lap, down to 1.5 seconds. Again, not enough time to do it. We're going to get the checkered flag here on the stage. We're going to get an interview here with our winner, Devin Bucciano here. Well, I'm going to jinx it, actually, because he's going to, hopefully he doesn't get loose coming off of turn 4 here. Devin, extremely gentle on the throttle coming off the corner. And that is our stage winner, Devin Bucciano. Caution is out. Top 5 for the stage: Devin Bucciano, Josh Hall, Eddie Morris, Billy Tidhoff, and Joseph Wright. Dave Wright in 6th place. Joseph Wright also took tires on that last pit stop, or on that last caution on lap 24. That being said, folks, we're going to head to commercial break here real quick. When we come back, we're going to jump down and bring Devin up here after they take their pit stops, let them get through that stuff, and we'll be right back, folks. All right, folks, welcome back. You can see our leaders taking their pit stops now. And as soon as they're off pit road, we're going to pull Devin up. Chat with him for a minute. We're going to maybe get Josh Hall up here as well. Devin's off. Let's pull Devin down now. Devin, this is David up in the booth. You got me?
Oh, brother, I haven't talked to you in a minute.
I know, bud. How you doing?
Well, you're doing good, man. If we could race tracks this hot, this slick, this out of control every race for the rest of our lives, I would take it in a heartbeat. This is a blast.
Well, I can tell you there is not a lot of people that share that same sentiment.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, I can tell you what, arms are going to be sore after this one. I am white knuckle every single lap. It doesn't matter what lap of the run it is. And I mean, to be honest, there's not many tracks that are going to give you this. I know we were just here a couple months ago for the championship race, but you know, the real-time weather a month later, middle of the summer in Vegas, track's freaking hot, man.
Absolutely. Watching, we're going to go to the turn 4 cam in about 15 laps from now, coming off the corner. I would say about half the field is breaking loose coming off of turn 4, except for you. What's your secret?
Well, you know I'm not going to tell you it.
Tell the world. Come on, bud.
No, this is kind of like Nashville. This is a track that I couldn't figure out for the longest time. 2 seasons ago, Eddie whooped all of our butts here. I think he was in California by the end of the championship race here in season 5. So something just clicked last time. And, you know, we say it for places like Iowa or New Hampshire, how it's a driver's track. But there's not many circumstances where 1.5 miles is a driver's track. And, you know, it's kind of like Darlington. You have to race the track because the second you really race the guy around you, you're going to lose that thing. So it's just a lot of patience, man. It's really easy to lose sight of, you know, racing like, hey, if this goes green for 40, 50 laps, but it's kind of the way you have to approach it right now.
Absolutely. Well, Devin, good luck in the rest of the race for you. Congratulations on the stage win. We're going to pull Josh Hall up here next, who went from dead last to second in that stage.
Yeah, he started playing. I heard the Jaws music playing at the end of that stage. He was coming.
He was coming quick.
He'll be in good spirits, I'm sure of that.
Yep. Well, thanks for your time, Devin. You have a good rest of your race.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Let's get Josh Hall down here. Josh Hall, this is David up in the booth. You got me?
Got a copy.
Buddy, tell me how that went. Dead last starting this race up to second place. I know you took tires. It was a huge gamble, but it definitely paid off.
Yeah, the tires, that was basically it. You know, we set a strategy. There's only 2 of us here tonight. I got to get some stage points, so I figured why not take a shot at it, get some stage points here. I wish I had 2 more laps. I would have run Devin down. But, yeah, I mean, this thing's fast when it's on fresh tires. Problem is just staying up here. So, you know, I've only got 2 sets of tires left in the pit. So kind of set my bed here as far as what strategy is going to be. We're just going to give it hell.
Well, take it off of turn 4. I know you guys are going green next time by. Good luck to you in the rest of your race, and congratulations on that amazing showing.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
No problem. That was our top 2 drivers, Devin Butchno and Josh Hall. Josh Hall again started the race in dead last and was able to run it up to second place by taking tires on that yellow flag around lap 21. So able to pull it off. Congratulations to him. Let's get us live here, folks. We are going green this time by. Pace car is going to make that hard left-hand turn off of the track here in just a moment. And we'll be going green as those cars hit the Geico restart zone. We're on camera. You can see where that Geico restart zone is here. Up on the wall, you see the Geico signs. Devin's going to get a great jump off the start. Josh also maintaining pace going in there. Now, a lot of these drivers are all going to have new tires. Let's head back here to Travis Bennett. We already kind of know what's going to happen with the leaders here, but let's see what happens here. This is going to be a great camera later when everyone's coming off this corner, getting loose. You see Josh get loose a little bit there. Clear division of the lines or the drivers here currently. 2 packs. Travis spinning up to the outside wall, trying to get around Devin Zimmerman. Also racing the number 79 of Billy Tidhoff up here in 4th place for Billy. Not a name you see up here often, but good to see when he is. Number 84 car, Dave Wright to the inside of the 36, Devin Zimmerman. And he takes over that 7th place. Travis Bennett and Dave Wright side by side going into turn 1 here. Travis Bennett able to maintain that pace on the outside. Eddie Morris around the number 81 of Josh Hall. Billy Tidhoff is right behind him. Let's head back here to Kevin Graham, where they're racing the number 99 car of Robert Duvendak. We saw last night the number 3 car of Trey Spears able to drive use the entire track and hold a large field or a large part of the field behind him. Oh, change the ATFO. No, I don't want to. I want it to be whatever I want it to be. Man, ATFO, I had to restart. There was some times here. Is that better? I know, it's not the same quality as Tony Starch. I'm sorry. Number 99 car to the inside of Trey Spears. We've got a good race side by side for 6 cars. The number 88 of Kevin Grant to the outside of the number 3 car. They are 3 wide coming off that turn. The number 22 car of Michael Wolf taking advantage of this, also to the inside of the number 3 car. Kevin Graham able to make it around some of these drivers on that outside line, making that work for him. Up front, Travis Bennett back up to 3rd place. Dave Wright around the number 81 of Josh Hall. You heard it here. He's going to have to take it easy a little bit to see how the rest of this race is going to go for him. We'll keep an eye on him and see how he finishes out this race. We're going to keep watching back here with Robert Duvendak and Justin Bell. Still side-by-side racing back here. Even as far back as Jacob Greenlee in 16th place. Actually, 18th place now across the line. We can even go back 7 cars and we're only going back 1/10 of a second. Some great racing towards the back here. Joseph Wright, always notoriously good at tracks like this, but he's just hanging out. I imagine he's just trying to save his tires for those long runs. He's kind of figured, he's figured that out pretty well. While these guys are going to start losing it off of turn 4 in about 5 to 10 laps, Joseph Wright's going to be able to go right around him. All the 82 wants to do right now is get around the number 3 car. As long as you can do that, again, the number 3 car has been great at driving the entire track. You can see him come and cut off the nose of the number 82 car, who now has to go to the inside, which is going to give the 3 car the preferential line on the outside. The number 55 car of Ryan Gomes is also going to take advantage of this and get to the inside of the number 3 car. 82 clears the 3 car, back up to the outside. Let's head back up towards Justin Bell and Kevin Graham. Side by side with the number 6 car of Justin Bell, the number 88 car of Kevin Graham. Number 6 is just trying to get clear so we can get back up to the outside. You can see the run that they get off of the corner when you have the entire track or the top line to use. The number 6 car not able to make that clear. Gets in front of the number 22 of Michael Wolf, who's currently blinking out. Robert Duvendak goes a little bit low, so he avoids that problem. That's for sure. Number 6 car is going to have to regroup here to see if he can make that work. Let's head back down to the 82 of Joseph Wright, who's looking to hunt down Ethan Horst. He's about 0.3 seconds behind on Ethan Horst in the number 15 car. Everyone's running pretty smooth right now. Set up to Chris Akers in the 21 car, his teammate on Starch Motorsports, Robert Duvendak right in front of him. Everyone's kind of staying single file now. They've kind of filled in. And we're just going to drive around in circles now. Matt Allen up here is leading this pack in the back. I say in the back, but that's 8th place down to 19th. So it's not like it's a small pack, that's for sure. It's more than half of the field. Our leader, Eddie Morris, taken over from Devin Butchno in that number 68 car. Travis Bennett right behind him. Dave Wright in that number 84 car has made it up to 4th place. Devin Zimmerman back up to 5th place, and that will round out your top 5. Josh Hall, who came home in 2nd place in the stage, down to 6th place currently. Tires are a little worn now, so now he's got to be a little more careful, a little more ginger with that gas coming off of turn 4. Back up to our leaders, Devin Butchno to the inside of the number 8 car of Eddie Morris. Looking to take the lead away from him. Travis Bennett has fallen back a little bit now, is 1.5 seconds off of the leaders. Devin Butchno takes the lead back. You can see he loves that outside line. Eddie Morris now falling a little bit back off of Devin Butchno. Let's head back down to the number 127 car of Matt Allen. Billy Tithoff has gotten around him in that number 79 car. Or Matt has actually caught Billy Tithoff. He's running about 3/10 faster per lap than Billy Tithoff is. He's loses it just a little bit coming off of turn 4. There's going to have to regroup and try again. 22 was looking to take advantage of that, and Michael Wolf wasn't able to get there in time. To 127 up on riding that wall. Number 99 card, Robert Duvendak to the inside of the 22. Let's see if he gets the pass done through 1 and 2 here. 22 does have that preferred line on the top line there. It's a shorter distance around the bottom. Doesn't quite get to the very bottom, which he would have needed to do. Barely got clear there for a half a second, but wasn't clear enough. Everyone out there in chat land, we have a sighting of Tammy Butchino. Just so everyone knows, the hashtag Tammy Strong is for this fantastic woman here supporting the SCSRA for as long as we've been alive and supporting Devin Butchino. Tammy, this is for you. Hashtag Tammy Strong, ma'am. We've got a great race going on back here with Kevin Graham as well now with the 22 of Michael Wolf. Kevin Graham not around him yet, but Michael Wolf keeps disappearing. Let's head back here to Ethan Horst, currently fighting or battling with Justin Bell, as well as Joe Wright, who gets around them both. Taps the wall going into turn 1. That's all right. Car is still safe. Gets around the number 15 car. Number 6 car to the inside of Joe Wright. Man, he is like a punching bag tonight. Everyone has just been pushing him around. That's not going to last very long before that's over with. Let's head back up to Matt Allen in that number 127 car. We've got some great racing going on about down here. You can see how tight this field is about mid-pack here. Everyone keeping it a very clean race at this point. Devin Butchino to the lead right now as a 1.8 second lead over Eddie Morris. Travis Bennett has fallen back significantly as 4.3 seconds behind the leader and has Dave Wright and Devin Zimmerman breathing down his back. We got the Cat 5.5 to the inside of Kevin Graham. And folks, we're going to go on board here with Ryan Gomes for a lap around Las Vegas. And that was a couple laps with Ryan Gomes. It got interesting, so I wanted to stay with them for a minute. You see the number 79 car get kind of loose coming off of turn 4s, which is what we expected to do, expected to happen. Let's watch turn 4 exit as everyone comes off the corner here and see how many people we can count that get loose. Dave Wright a little bit. Keeps it together, though. Chris Akers. What if we played a game that every time someone got loose, you had to take a shot of water? We'd be all very hydrated, that's for sure. As this run continues, we're going to have more problems like this. We got a car on the apron that we just passed. Let's head up to the number 36 of Devin Zimmerman. Currently in 3rd place. Took that position away from Travis Bennett, who has fallen back just a little bit further. Dave Wright as well has taken away a position from Travis Bennett, who's currently in 5th place. Dave Wright has made it up to 4th place from his starting position. Robert Duvendak looking to make that gap smaller to Travis Bennett in front of him, but currently it sits at about 3 seconds or 2 seconds. Josh Hall is down to 7th place from 2nd, but he's going to be on some old tires. And we are officially halfway through the race, roughly. We're halfway this time by, of our 150 lap main race tonight. Let's head down to the number 78 of Brad Young and that Young Brothers Racing. Looks like a Chevrolet. That's his problem. He's driving a Chevy. I'm just kidding. Miss Miller, thanks for joining us again. Trying to look for some racing on track here. It looks like the number 7 car is around the number 127 car, but the 7 car is currently in 22nd and 3 laps down. Looks like he took a pit stop at lap 70, so he's trying to make that time up, so he's got some fresh tires. He's going to make it around a lot of people. That's the number 7 car of Carlton Charles. He was the one up here in chat earlier today. Let's watch this turn 4 exit cam again. Let's see if we can count how many people get loose off of here again. Eddie Morris keeping it safe. Josh Hall, you see on that wall, just, ooh, there's one. We got someone heading down pit road. That's the number 23 car of Jacob Greenlee heading into pit lane. There's the number 81 car of Josh Hall staying on that high line. Hasn't broke loose coming off of 4 that we've seen the last couple of laps, but someone in front of him is, that's for sure. That's the number 22 car of Michael Wolf. Devin Zimmerman has cut that lead to 2nd place down to 1.5 seconds. But it's kind of stagnated from there. But he's holding on. He's getting close. Let's go on board with Devin Zimmerman. Devin Zimmerman has cut that gap down to a 2nd to Eddie Morris. Dave Wright. We're going to get this pit party started. Dave Wright, Robert Duvendak in the pits. We're going to have to watch our leaders and see when they start taking pit stops. Again, this is the same thing as last night. The longer you stay out, the more track time you're going to lose. What we're going to do, as the 84 car of Dave Wright comes back out on track, we are going to compare his lap times to the leader. The 01 car of Travis Bennett currently on pit road. And we have a caution, folks. Looks like between Dave Wright and Brad Young in that number 78 car. This is not what Travis Bennett, Chris Akers, Charles Balance, Justin Bell, Robert Duvendak, Jacob Greenlee, not exactly what they wanted to see happen in this stint. We're going to see our leaders catch the pace car here. Devin Butchino just pit. He's going to go around the pace car. Eddie Morris is going to catch the pace car. Devin Zimmerman in second place. This is not a problem for them. They did not pit yet. So you're going to see your top 10, 14 drivers, 13 drivers take a pit stop now. And it's going to trap some of these guys a lap down. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened here. This is between, again, Dave Wright in the number 84 car and the number 78 of Brad Young. Dave Wright has new tires. Brad Young, middle of the track, going on to pit road. Not sure what happened there with Brad Young. That is a conversation for later, that's for sure. Again, our leaders on pit road currently: Devin Zimmerman, Eddie Morris. This is what the leaders wanted to see, for sure. Joe Wright misses his pit box. Eddie off pit road, Devin Zimmerman off pit road. I believe this is actually going to leave Devin Butchino in the lead, even though he just pit. That caution came out as he was leaving pit lane. So as you can see from his cockpit, there's a long line of cars in front of them. All of them are a lap down. Because Devin's going to be the leader, when that pace car gets one to go, all of those cars are going to go around him. What we're going to do, folks, we're going to head to a commercial break here real quick. We will be right back. All right, folks, and we are back. Watching the pace car here. Lights should go off on the pace car this time by. Right behind the pace car is the number 7 of Carlton Charles, who's currently 2 laps down. Everyone in front of Devin Butchino is currently at the tail end of the field according to timing, which means they should get a wave around when the lights turn off on the pace car. which will put Devin, Eddie Morris, and Devin Zimmerman, your top 3 drivers, back to the front right behind the pace car. In theory, this is how this should work. You can see all the cars going around them now. They all get their lap back by passing the leader, but they were not able to pit. They had to stay out. If they didn't stay out, they would not have got that wave around. So again, your top 5 drivers currently: Devin Buccino, Eddie Morris, Devin Zimmerman, Kevin Graham, and Michael Wolf round out your top 5. Ryan Gomes, Matt Allen, Trey Spears, Josh Hall, and Ethan Horst round out your top 10. Josh Hall finished 2nd in the stages, down to 9th place. That last stint for Josh Hall was 44 laps on those tires. You know he was playing it gingerly. Pace car is about to turn off here. Everyone catches the tail end of the field, and we're off. Devin with a great jump on that inside line over Eddie Morris again. We got some spinning through the infield here between Justin Bell and Dave Wright again. Devin Buccino out to a 1/4 second lead currently over Eddie Morris. Devin Zimmerman right behind him, 0.4 seconds back. This is going to be a tight one between Eddie Morris and Devin Zimmerman. We're going to watch this for a minute. Now, cautions typically breed cautions, so let's see what happens. Devin Zimmerman's going to try that outside line, maintain that pace throughout the corner, but on new tires, that inside line is king. Dave Wright down to pit road again in that number 84 car. May have got some damage there that needs to get fixed. Has not taken his fast repair yet. He does not have a meatball flag, so I don't think he's going to need it. Devin Zimmerman to the outside of Eddie Morris. He's going to take away that line, being able to push to the outside and get the fastest time he can. Goes around the outside of the number 8 car. Number 88 of Kevin Graham is right on his bumper, trying to take that same line around Eddie. Again, Eddie won here last night in the truck race. Looking to repeat that victory. Right now, he's fallen back a little bit, but I know he's saving tires. He's got the long game in mind, that is for sure. In that last stint, Eddie ran 44 laps on that set of tires. 42 on the first set. We know there will be another round of green flag, or there will be another round of pit stops. 44 laps seems like it was the ideal number. If it wasn't ideal, you may see some guys pit right when they know they're going to be green for the rest of the race. Or you might see some guys try to take it a little bit longer to get fresher tires throughout the run. We'll see how this pit strategy works out. The number 8 car of Eddie Morris down to 4th place currently. Kevin Graham around him for 3rd. Matt Allen's now knocking on the door of Eddie's bumper to get around him. Matt Allen, as we can see back here, is fighting off the number 22 of Michael Wolf as well. Got a little bit loose coming off of 4 there. Number 127 to the outside of the 22 coming off the corner. He's going to have the run here. And he's going to make it around the number 22 on that outside line. Comes down, runs about the middle of the track here, and he's coming up to the number 8 car. He's next on his list. Eddie Morris prefers to run that top line, so Matt Allen's going to have to just either go to the bottom or make it 3 wide. I don't think either driver wants that to happen, that's for sure. Devin Zimmerman up to second place, running about a half a second behind our leader, Devin Buccino. Ooh, we got a major wreck going on towards the back of the field here. Yellow flag is out. We are not in that pit window, folks. I don't think anyone, minus the people that were involved in this wreck, are going to be taking a pit stop here. Let's take a look what happened here. We're going to go to Joseph Wright. Ooh, it happens a little bit in front of him. Looks like with the number 15 car of Ethan Horst. Let's head up to him. And looks like the number 79 gets into the back of the 15. He's trying to save it. Just doesn't work. Let's head to the number 79 of Billy Titoff. Let's go back here a little bit. Let us go on board here. 79 just comes into the corner a little hot. Number 15 gets a little bit help from everybody. Doesn't quite make it around. A lot of drivers on pit road here. Eddie Morris, Josh Hall, not taking a pit stop here. Devin Zimmerman took a pit stop. He may just get fuel here. Couple of drivers leaving pit road, only taking fuel. Devin Zimmerman, who was in second, has fallen down to about 10th place. Strategy's really going to come into play here. Can they make it 50 laps on a full tank of fuel? Eddie, Josh Hall, Jacob Greenlee, Michael Wolf, Devin Buccino. Looks like Devin pit as well. He did, and he took all 4 tires. Eddie is expecting, I can almost guarantee it, Eddie is expecting another caution or to take a pit stop a little bit later in the race to have those fresh tires and make his way back through the field. Couple more guys diving down onto pit road currently. They're going to go top off on fuel to make sure that they have plenty of fuel to make it through this race. We're going to head over to a commercial break brought to you by Dev Sports Cards. And we're back. Eddie Morris, our current leader, Josh Hall running in second place. Again, these drivers last pit. Josh Hall on lap 87. 12 laps ago. is currently sitting in 12th, or I'm sorry, in 2nd place. Fastest lap of the race recently put up by Travis Bennett in a 31.287. Tells me that the track has maybe cooled down a little bit. You guys can't really see the weather too much, but the track is currently at 127 degrees. Partly cloudy. 4-mile-an-hour wind from the northeast, and it's 87 degrees outside. I can tell you right now, from experience, it is much hotter in Las Vegas than that. And that track temperature is probably way higher. For those of you that don't know, Las Vegas is just a desert. It's not only just a desert, but it's probably one of the hottest places in the United States besides Phoenix, Arizona. I remember when I was a kid, my grandparents used to live in Las Vegas. We actually had temperatures at night. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. It was 114 degrees in the middle of the night. It was awful. We're going to head up to our starter cam as the pace car exits the racing surface down, makes that hard left turn onto pit road. Our leader, Eddie Morris, is going to take us to the Geico restart zone. And we're off. Eddie gets a great jump off the start. Josh Hall, not so much. That outside line gets kind of checked up. Devin Butchno to the inside. We have some great racing towards the middle of the back of the pack here. Josh Hall falling back down the pack here. He's down to 8th place. Everyone else around him is on new tires, where his tires are about 10 laps old, 12 laps old. Devin Zimmerman, after pitting, is back up to 6th place. When he started, I believe, in 7th or 8th, so he's made up a couple positions and headed back towards the front. The number 68 car of Devin Butchino, who has fresh tires, is coming back for the lead from Eddie Morris. Unfortunately, the idea was to get some lap time differences while under green flag conditions from someone with 40 lap old tires to someone that was on brand new tires. It's probably 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds faster per lap. Just think of all the time gained on track by being that much faster, or time lost being that much slower. Devin Butchno heading up towards the front, Travis Bennett right behind him. They're both looking to take over that number 1 position from Eddie Morris. We've got some double wide racing going on back here. Looks like for 7th place between Matt Allen and the 127 car on the outside, and Devin Zimmerman on the inside in that number 36 car. Outside line gets a great run around the number 22 car of Michael Wolf, and Devin Zimmerman is stuck behind him. He can't go high because Matt Allen's there. He can't go low because Michael Wolf's there. He's got to wait until they pass so he can go around the outside and make that pass. Followed closely behind in that number 78 car of Brad Young. Michael Wolf blinking out again. You can see him on and off the racing surface. Blinking just means there's a net code or lag. Mike! No one retired me, bud. I'm covering for our broadcaster tonight. He's on vacation. A well-earned vacation, so we are up here in the booth. I do Tuesday nights, though. If you ever want to drop by, you're more than welcome to. 81 car of Josh Hall, now down to 13th place. Chris Akers on the inside, the number 21 car. Looks like he's taken some significant damage to the front of that car. 84 of Dave Wright to the inside, making it 3 wide. Everyone smartly backs out of that. Chris Akers is going to get that car fixed, I would imagine, later on. Joe Wright, who's been kind of the punching bag of the league tonight, up to 17th place in that silver and red number 82 Morris Customs Ford Mustang. Eddie is not going to like me saying Morris Customs and Ford Mustang in the same sentence. I can promise you that. Up front, we've got a three-way battle for the lead here between Devin Butchino, Eddie Morris, and Travis Bennett. Reminder, Eddie Morris's tires are a little bit older than everyone else around him. You can see here in their stints here, Devin Butchino and Travis Bennett both pit on lap 98 under that caution, where Eddie has not pit yet. Eddie's playing that long game to see what happens. Mike, glad you're here, bud. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, do all the fun things. Go to all of our social media channels and just go subscribe, even though you may not watch us. I appreciate it. And hey, bud, hell let loose sometime soon, right? Let's see what's going on here. Evan Graham, Matt Allen fighting it out again. Matt Allen trying to get around him for 4th place. These two drivers battling it out for 4th place. Devin Zimmerman right behind them all. Hey, Mike, also, when are you coming racing again with us, bud? Everyone kind of taking it easy now. We've got 40 laps left. A couple of drivers on older tires, about 14 laps older. They are wanting another caution. Everyone else will be out of tires except for those drivers. 127 kind of kissed the wall there, coming out of the tri-oval, which doesn't really help Devin Zimmerman, but sure as heck doesn't hurt him. You can see he's got the run now coming off of turn 2. Going to be the inside of the number 127 car. More so open wheel. Hey, bud, I understand. Hey, if you've got a rig set up, come look us up after the race. We're going to Lime Rock with a bunch of different cars just to mess around. Let's head back here to the number 22 of Michael Wolf, battling it out with the number 15 of Ethan Horst, as well as the number 55 of Ryan Gomes. Cat 55, Ryan Gomes, heading up into the back of this pack. Devin Zimmerman still working to get around Matt Allen. Matt Allen on the outside line of turn 4, able to take that run off of the corner and just pull away from Devin. Got 37 laps left. Let's go on board here with Ethan Horst. Looks like Devin Zimmerman up here is still fighting with the number 127 of Matt Allen. The longer he stays in that bottom line, the more he's going to wear out that front right tire. Devin makes the pass around the 127, gets a great run through 3 and 4, able to take that position away and take that line back. He's got to stay outside to make sure that Matt can't take that line back on the outside. He takes middle of the track. Fantastic run, gets a little bit of a gap on Matt, and Matt's not going to be able to close that coming off the corner. You'll see him come in through the right side of your frame here in a second. Maybe not. Devin for the pass here. You can see Matt Allen there towards the back right there. Cat 55 back here battling out with Ethan Horst. Coming off a turn 4, you see the number 7 of Dalton Gibson get a little bit loose off the corner. Or Carlton Charles, I'm sorry, gets loose off of turn 4. And we are back to getting loose off the backstretch. Or off of turn 4 here. Here's our leader going to head by here, number 68, Devin Butchino, followed by the rest of the field. Devin Butchino with a commanding lead currently at a 1 second lead between Travis Bennett and Devin Butchino. Eddie Morris hanging on to 3rd place right now with Kevin Graham hunting it down at about a half a second back. Mike, thanks for joining, bud. Come join us sometime. The only real battle on track going on right now is right here between Ethan Horst, the number 22 of Michael Wolf, and the number 55 of Ryan Gomes. Eddie Morris taking a pit stop with 30 laps to go. Let's see if this pays off. He's going to go a lap down here. If there's a caution, Eddie's going to come out on top of this. Unfortunately, he won't be the first car a lap down. That will be Dave Wright, followed by Charles Balance. He's got to get around those 2 cars as quickly as possible to make sure that he stays the lucky dog. As long as he's the lucky dog when that caution comes out, Eddie's got a real shot at driving through the field on this one. Eddie took a gamble there with not pitting on that last caution. Eddie Morris already around the number 41 car, but he is about, looks like about a 1.5 seconds behind the 84 car of Dave Wright. Eddie Morris fighting his way, not really going to fight, but he's going to get around these cars here. The faster he does this, the better. You can see these cars kind of making way for him. They know he has new tires. They're just going to get out of the way. He's going to come up to his teammate here in the 82 car of Joe Wright. Joe Wright's not going to fight for this position. However, Eddie just dives between them both, splits the sea, and he's gone. But that allows Joe Wright to take that position away from Josh Hall, who's currently down in 16th position. Your leader, Devin Butchino, has a 2.28 second lead over Travis Bennett, who has struggled here tonight with that long speed, that long run speed. Devin Zimmerman up to 3rd place currently. He is about a second behind Travis Bennett. Probably one of the more consistent drivers we've had besides Devin Butchino. We got a full course caution, folks. This is going to shake it up a little bit. Unfortunately, Eddie Morris not able to make it around Dave Wright before that caution came out. Dave Wright, as long as he was not involved, is going to get the lucky dog, which means Eddie Morris is going to stay a lap down. This was between Charles Balance, Josh Hall, Carlton Charles, and Chris Akers. Let's go to Charles Balance and see what happened. Oh, this happened in... Oh! All right, then. This was actually between Trey Spears and Dalton Gibson. Trey just gets loose coming off of 4. So does Dalton, actually, in the number 17 car, and comes down on the number 3 car. Everyone's scrambling to get around Josh Hall in that 81 comes back up and makes contact with the 41 car of Charles Balance, who gets a meatball flag and is going to have to pit here. We have 25 laps to go. We're under caution currently. Leaders coming into the pit. This means Eddie will probably get his lap back now. However, he's not going to be able to pit and will be on older tires than the rest of the field again. He's going to have to make his way through the entire field to get the position he wants. Right now, Eddie Morris is behind the number 10 car of Grayson Pate. They're going to get the wave around at 1 to go. On that note, folks, we're going to head to hopefully our last commercial break before we get to the interviews. We'll be right back. Folks, you can see the cars going around here, going around the pace car. Well, they just went by before I was able to switch the camera back. Those cars all get their lap back. Eddie Morris, Dalton Gibson back on the lead lap. Grayson Pate also part of that group, but he was 2 laps down at the time. Got one of his laps back. Now it's just going to be a race to the front. Eddie Morris is going to be on older tires by about 7 laps from these guys. It's going to be an all-out shootout. Travis Bennett struggled with the long speed, but has always shown good, fast, short-term speed. He's going to put on a real fight here for first place. In third place, Devin Zimmerman, followed up by Brad Young and Matt Allen, round out your top 5. Cars are going to be coming off of turn 4 here in just a moment. That commercial brought to you by the Veterans Crisis Line. For any of our veterans or anybody needing to have a conversation, dial 988 and press 1. We're huge supporters of our military and our veterans here at the SCSRA. Want to thank you all for your service. Pace car off. We've got the green flag going. Travis Bennett timed that perfectly and does not allow Devin Butchno to get a good jump off of the line here. Travis Bennett to the outside of Devin Butchno. Travis pushing it hard. Up at the front here. This is going to be a race, folks. Devin Butchno loves the bottom of every track. He likes the white line, wants to paint it black with his tires. Travis Bennett able to make that top line work really well for him. We'll see what he does. This is going to be a race. Devin Zimmerman about a half a second back now. He's going to need to collect himself and get himself up towards the front to give these guys a run for their money. One of the most consistent drivers on track, Devin Zimmerman currently. I believe a top 5 in almost every race so far this season. A lot of these drivers setting new personal bests currently. Devin Butchno setting the fastest lap of the race on lap 105 about 15 laps ago, 20 laps ago, with a 31:096. Incredibly fast. Travis putting on a hell of a show here with Devin Butchno up front. He is not going to take this idly, and he is going to do everything he can to get around Devin for the win. We have less than 20 laps to go, folks. This is going to be interesting. Devin always with great long speed runs, long runs in a car or in the trucks. But today that does not apply here. Those 22 laps under green flag conditions, while they may take some effect on the tires, it's not going to be enough to make Travis Bennett pay for any mistakes that he might make or may not. Keeping it at a 0.15 second gap to Devin. He may just be at this point seeing where Devin runs, following him, seeing where his opportunity is going to be. Have some great racing towards the back of the pack as well. Cautions do breed cautions with the group all bunched up again. I wouldn't be surprised to see another caution here. Eddie Morris currently up to 19th place, taking a couple of those positions back, actually up to 16th place. I'm sorry, timing just updated. We're watching our leaders here. Couple of guys tapping the wall coming out of turn 2 here. Travis peeking to the inside. Devin is never going to falter. That white line at the bottom of the track, if it were up to Devin, would be painted black by the time this race is over. Eddie Morris around Dalton Gibson for 16th or 15th place. He's making his way back up to the front. Devin takes the corner a little wide, which gives Travis Bennett the inside line. That outside line is the preferred line. If Travis can get around Devin's bumper here, he's going to slide back up to the outside. Travis Bennett to the lead with 15 laps to go, 14 crossing the line now. Travis Bennett back to the outside line. He lost some speed in 3 and 4. Travis Bennett takes that outside line away from Devin. We have a race, folks. We got 13 laps to go when they cross the line. Travis is making that outside line work really well. Gets in front of Devin. Devin getting as much of the draft as he can. Travis down to the inside line. Making sure that Devin can't take that away from him. He's running both lines now. Devin got a good run with the draft coming into turn 3 and 4 here. To the inside. Travis still in the lead. Devin Butchino with a fantastic, dominating race, all race. That late caution may have hurt him. We will see as the tires wear in these next 12 laps. Travis has opened that gap up to about 1/4 of a second. Devin's not going to push it too hard. He doesn't want to heat that front right tire up. If he does, that car is going to start freight training through the corner and he will not be able to make any time up at all. Travis Bennett putting on an impressive display up here towards the front. Devin again with a dominating race, all race, led 99 laps of 150 currently. But it's not over, folks. While this is going on, I want to take a look back here real quick to this pack. We are 2 wide. Chris, there's a bunch of drivers involved in this. Joe Wright up to the inside. Joe Wright back up to 7th position after everything he's gone through this race. We're going to head back up to our leaders. Devin Butchino back to the inside of Travis Bennett with 9 laps left to go. The more they battle, the closer Devin Zimmerman's going to keep getting towards this. Devin Zimmerman currently 0.65 seconds back on the leaders here. Half a second time across the timing line on the back stretch here. This side-by-side racing up front is definitely helping him. Joe Wright falls back a couple of positions here. Almost wrecking. We're 3 wide going into turn 1. 4 wide. What are we doing? Oh my gosh. Everyone keeps it straight. Good recovery from Robert Duvendak. That splits up this entire group. We're going back to the front. Devin Zimmerman is there 1/4 of a second back now. Again, Joseph Wright getting taken out. An absolute slaughtering all day today has been the wrecking ball and pinball of everybody in this race today. Devin Zimmerman around the 01 of Travis Bennett. Travis Bennett may have pushed a little too hard for a little too long and heated up that tire, got loose off the corner, which gives Devin Zimmerman that 2nd place position. And he's coming, folks. He wants this bad. He said last night he's been doing everything he can to get to the front of these packs by the end of this race. He's always towards the front. Top 3, top 5 the last 3 races. He just hasn't been able to put one together to get the victory circle. Devin Butchino currently with the 0.47 second lead over Devin Zimmerman across the front stripe timing line, now up to 0.6 seconds. That may be all they have. Devin Butchino may have this in the bag. We're going to get 5 to go this time by. Joseph Wright, again, the pinball. We're just going to start calling him pinball. Gets loose off of turn 4 here. He's back down to 9th place. His brother right behind him, Dave Wright, coming for that position as well. Easily gets around Joe. Joe, because he got loose, lost all of his momentum. Devin Zimmerman, Travis Bennett falling back a little bit from Devin Butchino. He may have this, folks. Let's head back to Kevin Graham, who's running in 4th currently. Ryan Gomes in that Cat 5.5 car, hunting him down, trying to get that 4th place away from him. Let's head back here to Joe Wright, actually. They've got a lot of good guys around him. This group is kind of split up since that incident on the front stretch. They were 4 wide going into that turn. 3 laps to go across the line. You hear a couple of wall contacts there. Devin Zimmerman, again, has the 2nd place position currently, about a half a second lead over Travis Bennett, but consistently falling back further and further from Devin Butchino. Cat 5.5 of Ryan Gomes on the inside of the number 88, Kevin Graham. Fantastic showing from Kevin Graham today. Cat 55 has made his way up the field to 4th place. Across the line right now, we've got 2 to go. Ryan also painting that line. There's some smoke on the track. Someone got loose coming off the corner. Don't know who it was. Looks like Joseph Wright and Robert Duvendak towards the back made some contact. Joseph Wright down to 20th position now. We are going to watch. We're on white flag lap here. Devin's got 2 more corners to make it through. And he's got this in the bag. We're going to watch our leader cross the line here. Going to take the victory. Devin Bocchino is going to be your winner tonight. Followed up by Devin Zimmerman, Travis Bennett in 3rd, Ryan Gomes in 4th, and Kevin Graham are going to round out your top 5. Fantastic showing from everyone tonight. Man, I don't even know what to say about Joe Wright, unfortunately. He has literally been the wrecking ball of everybody this entire race. Let's take a look at what happened between Joseph Wright and Robert Duvendak that caused this smoke on the backstretch here. Looks like both drivers just were trying to occupy the same space, and it just didn't work for Joe Wright, unfortunately. He finishes 20th place tonight after getting assaulted by everybody. Eddie Morris finished in 16th position tonight. After that pit stop on lap 30 got him towards the back of the field. And here are our leaders taking their victory photo here. They use these for our Facebook post. Sean, anything better than hammered memory for forensics? I think not. I'm pretty sure there is, bud. This racing is probably better than that. As a great showing from everyone tonight. Everyone did a great job. We're going to watch Devin burn the tires down here. While we are doing that, we're going to head to commercial break real quick while everyone heads down to the rooms. Folks, we'll be right back. We're watching Devin just messing around out here now. It was a fantastic race, that is for sure. Let's get our 3rd place finisher up here. Mr. Travis Bennett.
suspension.
Travis, this is David in the SCSRA broadcast booth. You got me?
Hey, David.
Hey, man. So how did this was an interesting race. You gave Devin a hell of a run there after that last caution. What happened there at the end? It kind of looked like it kind of petered out there.
Yeah, I don't have the long run speed like he had, man. All night it didn't. I did notice the track temp did go down a little bit, and I thought that would play into my favor, and it did for a little while. But those tires can only take so much of that drilling it in on the outside lap after lap. And I don't know. We seen Zimmerman coming behind us, and I did not care. I was still going to try to put it on his door because that was a blast.
Yeah, it was a fantastic showing from everyone out there tonight. Devin, with 109 laps led of the race, definitely dominated the entire evening. But great showing from everyone out there. Very clean race. Very impressed with everybody. Probably some of the best racing I've seen here in the SCSRA in the 8 seasons I've been involved. 7 seasons, actually. So fantastic job for everybody, especially our rookie class, including you, showing some fantastic speeds. What are you looking forward to with Talladega coming up next?
Oh, yeah, Talladega. It's always a crapshoot, right? But we'll see if I can pull something out. I'm be honest with you, Talladega. You kind of got what you got, right? I've been looking ahead at the schedule farther than Talladega, just trying to prep for that.
Makes sense. Absolutely. It is one of those tracks that it's anybody's run or anybody's race. There's no telling what actually happens. Between the last 5 races in the season, what track are you looking forward to the most?
It's hard not to say Sonoma for the road courses, but for the oval is Iowa. Iowa is so fun in these cars.
Well, good. Congratulations again on your 3rd place tonight. Anybody out there you want to thank, Travis?
I just want to give a shout out to the winner, Devin. Man, it is really hard to find somebody that you can run side by side with lap after lap and not make contact. And as well as the entire field, man, everybody's so courteous. It's not something I'm used to, and it's definitely a good thing to be part of.
All right. Well, thank you, Travis, for joining us tonight. Again, congratulations on your 3rd place tonight. We'll see you hopefully next week.
Thanks, David.
Yep. Let's get our 2nd place driver up here, Devin Zimmerman. Dave, this is David up in the booth. You got me?
Hey, how's it going?
Man, 2nd night in a row, but still not a 1st place.
Yeah, we're working our way up slowly.
You know what?
Gotta pace ourselves. Be patient.
I would say you're probably one of the most consistent drivers out there at this point, besides Devin Bacino. Both the Devins are up there constantly, time and time again. How do you do this every week?
I honestly don't have any secrets or anything. Just patience. You get a lot of trouble if you try to push too early or try to, make things happen early in a run. So yeah, just take care of tires. And one thing that I do like about this league, we get a lot of good green flag runs. And I thought I had the winning strategy at the middle of the race. I saved enough fuel that I could make it on one stop, and it was looking great because everybody was pitting early and couldn't make it. And I was 100% sure I could make it. So I was like, man, I might have this one if we stay green. And the caution came out 10 laps earlier than I wanted it to. And that kind of threw a wrench in it. But no, it worked out. But yeah, just patience, especially here. The car builds loose, especially over the run. And it's really hard to get off of both turn 2 and 4. So you just got to stay patient. Ease on the throttle, don't overgas it. You spin the right rear up and loop it around if you're not careful. So yeah, just patience. I think that's the name of the game.
We were on board with a couple of you guys, I believe at one point you as well, and you can just see the throttle control needed to get off of these corners in one piece was just, it's unreal how slick it was out there tonight, just watching from our end.
Yeah, and you can't treat it like a normal track. We were actually talking in the cool down room. You can't treat this like how you would normally drive this car. Vegas is a little unique. You have to drive off of the right rear Normally I drive, and I like to drive off the right front of the car. So basically, controlling your entry and not oversteering and things like that, and not so much with throttle control. But this track, you can't do that because you have to keep the momentum up the whole way around the track. So throttle control is everything here.
Absolutely. Well, Devin, congratulations again on your second place. What is your plan for the next race at Talladega?
I don't know. I'm not the best super speedway racer. I did all right at Daytona and got a third in the trucks and the third in next gen, but that was kind of playing some fuel mileage games and things like that. But yeah, I'm not the best super speedway driver. I'm a little too cautious and patient. And at super speedways, you have to throw all that out the window and be aggressive, and I just don't have that in me. So we'll see what we can do. Top 10 would be great. It's a crapshoot. You kind of show up, and you might be in a wreck, you might not. It's kind of out of your control, really. You can control some things, but not everything there. I much rather prefer these 1.5 2-mile tracks, but it is what it is. We'll go around and see what happens. But yeah.
All right. Well, again, congratulations on second place. Once again, we're going to get you up to that first place, man. It's going to happen.
Yeah, I hope so.
Before we get you off here, anybody you want to thank?
Patience is key.
Yeah,
Patience
absolutely.
is key.
Anybody you want to thank out there in Chatland?
Yeah, always thanks to all the fans that watch. No matter no matter what driver you support, we really appreciate everybody watching and supporting the channel and supporting us out on the track. Big shout out to my mom. I know she watches every race, and a couple other buddies. They tend to watch. So big shout out to them. Shout out to Tank Racing. I'm the lone next gen car, it seems. Some of the other guys are kind of busy on Wednesdays, but they show up when they can. Yeah, big shout out to our sponsors, OnTick on the hood of my Mustang. And we also have Hunterdon Anesthesia, Healthcare Billing, and Common Sense Supplements. So big shout out to them. Yeah, that's all I got. Thank you up in the booth for putting this on. We couldn't do it without you. And it's a wonderful broadcast. I got to watch the truck race back today at work. I'll be doing the same for the next gen tomorrow.
Hell yeah, brother. We do appreciate it. So thank you so much for dropping by tonight. Congratulations again on your second place. And we'll see you hopefully next week as well.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Let's get our winner up here. Devin Bacino. This is David up in booth. You got me?
Oh, I got you, brother.
But you got to stop doing this.
Bro, I don't remember the last time I've driven a car this hard on racing. That was insane. I'm drenched in sweat, dude. No air conditioner in the office. Travis had me elbows out, knuckles white. I don't even know what to say.
That caution, I imagine you were not wanting there at the end of the race.
Horrible. No, we got. I don't know what the cautions were doing. We were going to pit on lap 80, and then we had a gap on the guys behind us, and they weren't pitting. I'm like, I don't want to short pit just yet and get trapped a lap down. So I saw Travis come in on 84, I think it was, and the caution came out as we were on pit road. So I hurried up and did my stop, and we beat Eddie by like a second to stay on the lead lap and stay up front. And then that one, it's kind of like exactly like Kansas last season. We had such good long run speed. The whole, coming to that restart, I'm just like, how do I drive this car for 20 laps instead of, 45 or a full fuel run? So obviously I wasn't doing too great because it's like in the back of my head, I'm like, you got to save. And then Travis gets by me and it's like, okay, throw that notepad out the window. Like you just got to go for it. And if we burn them up, we burn them up. But it was incredible. I tried keeping my composure because I felt like 20 laps. I felt like 15 or so was that threshold where we started to get a little better than Travis. But, I had to clear him first, which is not easy in these cars. And then I look up and I see a big ball of dark blue or black or whatever Devin's car is. And I'm like, oh, he's going to get both of us here if we don't figure this out. But yeah, I got no words, man. That's why we did this. That's why we put mile and a half on the schedule, is for races like this. And I don't think we've been disappointed yet for the last 2 seasons.
I will tell you that seeing this class of even the rookies coming in,
Incredible.
it has been probably some of the best racing and what we've worked for so many seasons. And to get the driver count that we have, I wish that I wish there was more people showing up. We had 47 people sign up. So I wish we had more than 23, but even 23 with racing this clean, you can't complain about that.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is, I know there's been incidents throughout the season, but they're quick to apologize or take ownership for it, and a lot of them, it's weird to hear. They're saying that how much they're enjoying this league and that the leagues before them were so bad, like it pushed them out of there, and how hard we work to not be that. And
Right.
every season we build our core a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger, to the point to where it's like, hey, we're maybe going to have to fill out 5 or 10 spots next season, because we're just building tremendously with the group we have, because it is such a wide skill set. I mean, you have guys pushing up to that 3, guys right around that 1,000, and you can attest to this. People that have been with us forever, they are 10 times, 15 times the driver they were when they made their first start. So,
I mean, I think that goes for every driver in the league. I mean, everyone's improved over the years for sure. But watching this from up here, it's definitely a different experience. One that I'm not going to complain about, because I get to watch this race from, I'm not never, but I'm hardly ever towards the front. So being able to watch these battles take place, especially with rookies, and as clean as everyone is driving, is the most impressive thing I've probably seen in a long time on iRacing.
Yeah, we appreciate you doing that between you and Guy. We've built SCSRA bigger than just, a 2-hour race on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. You know what I mean? We're building that as a brand, and at the end of the day, all you really have is like your word and what you are, your brand, and you're part of the reason why we're building it to what it is. We appreciate you stepping out of the car to be able to put on these shows for everyone watching. Thanks to everyone watching. But man, we said season 8 was going to be the best season we've ever had, and through 4 weeks, I don't think anyone's going to argue that.
No, I don't think so either. Now, congratulations again, Devin, on your victory. Your mom even stopped by in chat today, so we had to shout her out. So she was watching tonight. You'll have to go watch this back with your dad later.
Absolutely. No, I'm gonna, for sure.
All right. Anybody out there in chat land you want to thank besides your mom?
Yeah, I just want to thank my girlfriend Kaylee. Super supportive of me doing this, and if I talk about, oh, this happened with so and so, they know exactly who I'm talking about. So always super supportive. One of our biggest fans. Like I said, thank you, Hartney, for stepping up into the booth and doing this. Shout out to Lume Designs, Brian, Fountain, Chib, everyone for sponsoring the race. Thank you for coming on board. Cannot thank our partners enough. We have 19 different partners this season sponsoring across everything. So
it's incredible.
It takes a village. There may only be 4 people with the admin title, but it goes way beyond that. So just thank you to everyone that's showing up, man, putting on these hell of races. Lume Designs, Dev Sports Cards, Level Up Subs, Morris Customs, any scheme you can think, dream, or put pen to paper on, Eddie can do it on his computer. I find them on Facebook, Morris Customs, and New Craft Fine Jewelry Design. So now we get to enjoy it for a week, and I can get miserable at Talladega. So
that's your own personal opinion, sir.
Yeah, it's just tough. I like being in control of my own race, and that's a curveball too, man. A second restricted play race middle of the season. Week 4 was kind of my measuring point to how we're going to approach next week. So
it's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a blast, man. The package here in the All-Star race, it's going to be racy, and I wouldn't be surprised if someone, I think someone's going to get their first career win next week. It's just produced so many, and what's on the line, having a second one in the regular season. I think we have first-time winners sweep the week next week.
For sure. I hope so, man. It's going to be good. I hope. Honestly, I want Zimmerman to finally win one.
You say you want Devin to win one, then he'll take it 2 ways, right?
No, just Zimmerman. We've seen you enough up here.
Nah, I get it. I totally get it. Devin's been fast. His is coming for sure.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, that was our winner, Devin Butchino. Now, as I've mentioned before, we are going into our fun run here in the SCSRA. Any of the drivers that are still out there listening, if you want to hop back in, it's going to be under hosted. You'll know where to find us. Everyone, thanks again for joining tonight. Devin, again, congratulations on your victory, and we will catch you all in the next one.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for everyone for watching. We'll see you at Dega.